I also do copious amounts of due diligence on anybody I'm collaborating with, right? So if I'm writing with Ringo Starr and it's a Monday, on that Thursday, I begin going down a deep dive of every YouTube interview that I can find over a 10-year period, every print interview that I can find. I stalk them basically, because what I'm trying to do is find tendencies. I'm trying to find personality traits. I'm trying to find just any window into where they are in their lives, because it's imperative to me that every session I go into, I know more about the collaborator than they ever know about me. With me, I hope, hey, they'll just go to like my website or Wikipedia or some bullshit and they'll go, oh, okay, he's real. But I'm going to do the deepest dive they've ever seen. Well, what happens with that is I write custom for everyone I work with. So when I show up in a room with any artist, I come in with 2 fully formed verse, pre, and choruses, right? Totally formed. Then the role is I become a salesman, like a cheap, used car salesman, where I really am just trying to, hey, I got an idea. Hey, and the most important thing, if you guys are collaborating with other people, I'm sure you understand, reading the room is imperative. The ability to read a room is one of the great gifts in the music industry. And once you have that figured out, it makes life a lot easier. If you're a bull in a china shop, you're going to have a lot of problems. You have to give and take. It's collaboration. What happens, though, is I get so emotionally invested in the ideas that I'm pitching to the artist that day that if they don't land, I rarely pitch them again. I don't know what it is. They just sort of sit, but I feel like they were completely crafted for somebody particular. Let's say I'm writing something generically, because, I rarely write pitch stuff, right? So I rarely write placement songs because I'm usually just writing for artists or with artists in a configuration. But if I'm writing something that's a slightly more generic, sure, I could certainly recycle. Hey man, here's some pop punk kid who's got some funny haircut and he's 17. That's dope. And it didn't land with him, but there's another one. It's the same theme of, I hate life, fuck life. I could take the fuck life song into like 2 different rooms. It's fine. No big deal. But in general, I really do. I get so emotionally invested in these things, and I'm sort of gut wrenched afterwards if they don't land, that I don't feel like I want to prove it to the artist, but you were wrong. I brought it to the next person, this Weezer song is very funny because it is that kind of song where I wrote something specifically for Rivers. Right. And I had other voices say, oh, bring it to Brendan Urie or bring it to whoever, but it was completely a Rivers idea. So I wouldn't even consider it until Rivers was open, and it sat for a while until I actually was able to get it there,